morning. My husband John and I joined Emmanuel last year. We came from another church in town where we were active members for over 30 years. But gradually through the years we became disillusioned from a theological perspective, with the direction of the church, and with the lack of a public position for the inclusion of the LGBT community. Eventually we stopped being active and ultimately stopped attending. We did not attend church again for 10 years. My father was a Baptist minister my entire life. My parents were missionaries throughout my childhood, but even with that background of immersion in church life, sadly, I did not miss it. We began to be more involved in groups outside of the church, such as facets and sojourners. Twice we went to the National Cathedral to hear Marcus Ford, and somehow met Aaron. I'm not exactly sure how, but we did, and chatted with him. At some point, we read in the paper that Brian McLaren was speaking at Emmanuel, and we came on a Sunday evening to hear him. Again, chatted with Aaron, and went on home. Time passed, and one day John said to me, "I want to go to Emmanuel Presbyterian in the morning." I said, "Great, I'll see you when you come home." He came for about 6 weeks and eventually stopped because I just wasn't interested in going with him. And then about 18 months before we finally did attend together, my life changed forever. My only brother, Rob, 2 years younger than I, took his life, and in a very violent way. I wasn't devastated, I was annihilated. For months, I rarely left our home. But somewhere through those months of grief, I began to wonder if perhaps I needed to be in a faith community again, a church family again, and to serve God again inside the church as well as outside. So one day I told John that I wanted to go to Emmanuel on Sunday. We did so, and I fell in love with this church. Why? Well, of course, I loved Aaron's sermons and Brian's music and the choir. This was before you came. And so many of you that we met, and you were so inspirational to us. But there were actually 3 specific things that had a huge impact on me, and I'd like to briefly share them with you. The first was the Dreamers program. The congregation was asked, "How many of you participated in this program?" And many of you stood up. Then you were asked, "How many of you contributed financially to this program?" And almost everyone stood up. I thought, these people are not joking around. They are serious about their commitment. The second was a confirmation Sunday. As the confirmands were introduced, Aaron came to one young person and said, "This person has decided that this isn't what they feel they should do right now. But we are so impressed, so happy to have this person, and look forward to knowing this person better." There was not even a hint of discomfort on the part of the young person, Aaron, or the congregation. I just couldn't get over that. It was so accepting, so non-judgmental. And I thought, this is the most honest group of people I have ever seen in a church. And the third was a Sunday when Mark Fowler was the worship leader. He mentioned that his son was, I can't remember which, either moving out of the home or had found employment. I thought he was joking, as baby boomers often do about nudging our children along. I did not know what he was referring to. But when I did know, I could not believe it. I could not believe his openness, his vulnerability, and his trust in you as his church family. I knew that I too wanted to be a part of Emmanuel. I urge all of us to give as generously as we can, and to do it with gratitude for the opportunity to share this very acceptance, openness, honesty, non-judgment, vulnerability, and love with others. And finally, if you're visiting today, I hope you will give us a chance to get to know you and you to know us, because perhaps you too will fall in love with our church. Thank you.